Hello dear students, welcome to this video. In this video, we will be knowing how to study for longer hours. See, usually what happens is, when we complete our college or when we complete our school, that day, particular day, generally we will come home on a daily basis, we will come home and we will study for some 2 to 3 hours per day. And this continues. But the problem arises when the exam approaches. When the exam approaches, we want to study for longer hours, but there the problem arises because we are not used to study for longer hours, whether it is board exam or whether it is exams, competitive exams like IIT, JEE or NEET, okay, any competitive exam or board exam which requires us to study for longer hours, there the problem comes. So in this video, we will solve the problem of how to study for longer hours. Okay, shorter hours is okay. We are used to study for shorter hours. Anybody can do that one. Okay, 3 hours you study means definitely a student will pick the book and he will study. But if you ask the student to study for 8 or 10 hours per day, okay, so he or she will find it difficult. So that problem we will solve. The first step is start with the shorter hours per day. Then you have to move to then gradually you have to move to longer hours per day. Okay, that is the first technique. Okay, I'll explain this one. See, let's say you want to study for some 10 hours per day on a regular basis, but you are used to only study for 3 hours per day. This is a problem. So, suddenly you want to study for 10 hours per day. Okay, see, this is not possible. Suddenly you cannot do. Yes, you can do, but gradually, not suddenly. Usually what happens means students, what they will do is, on the day one itself, they want to study for 10 hours and they will try it. They will try to study for 10 hours on day one. On day two, they want to study for 10 hours. And third day, they will leave these studies only. Okay, they will quit the studies only because they will get irritated. Okay, day one, okay, acha, ho gaya, 10 hours I will study. Day two, 10 hours I will study. Day three, they will get irritated and they will leave. Okay, see, this should not happen. You may ask, sir, why this will happen? Means because our mind and body is not adjusted to study for 10 hours. It is adjusted to study only for 3 hours. So we have to train our body and mind to study for 10 hours. Sir, how to do that one? See, there is a technique to do this one. Please do not actually, at the first day only, don't study for 10 hours. Okay, let's say you are used to study for 3 hours now. You first day you study for 3 hours only. Okay, normally, and second day you increase the quota for don't increase. Second day also you study for 3 hours only. Okay, okay, generally I am telling. And fourth day you increase to 3.5 hours. Fifth day 3.5 hours. Okay, like that some 3 or 4 days you continue. Then some eighth or ninth day you increase for 4 hours. Then 10th day 4.5 hours. Okay, like that you have to increase the quota and bring to 8 or 9 or 10 hours per day. Okay, like this you have to actually increase the quota. See, if you do like this, our body and mind will get adjusted to this style, and it will actually study for some 8 to 10 hours per day. Then you can actually keep that 8 or 10 hours per day constant. You can keep. Okay, you can actually study for 8 or 10 hours. Okay, how many days you want you can study, but you have to pick it gradually. Okay, that is the technique. When you pick it gradually, our mind and body get adjusted to that pace, that speed it will get adjusted, and that patience we will have, so that we can actually continue that patience of studying 8 or 10 hours per day regularly. Once you pick this practice, okay, initially do not actually study for longer hours at day one itself. Take some time. Okay, first 5 days you study for some 3 or 4 hours. Next 5 days you actually increase to some 5 hours. Okay, next 5 days some 6 or 7 hours. Okay, at the end of 15th or 17th day you increase to 8 hours per day. Like that you have to actually increase the quota of study. First technique. Okay, go gradually. The second technique is fix a achievable target per session and per day. See, I'll explain this one. Achievable target means you have to actually fix achievable target. Okay, let's say you are studying for 8 hours per day. Okay, and you have actually divided this 8 hours per day into 8 sessions. Okay, one session, let us say 1 hour you are studying one session. Okay, in that 1 hour do not actually plan to study for 20 pages or 30 pages. Is it possible to study for is it possible to study 20 or 30 page in 1 hour? It is not possible. Do not actually do some kind of magic here. Okay, what is generally possible is 2 to 3 page per day. I'm sorry, per hour, not per day. Per hour 2 to 3 page is possible, very much possible. You have to fix like this. Per hour some this many concepts or this many pages you have to fix like that. 2 to 3 pages which is achievable. Okay, the goal should be achievable per session, 2 to 3 page, and every session I will actually add up 2 to 3 page. Like that you have to study for 8 hours. 8 hours means 3 page per hour. If you study for 8 hours, 24 page per day you can study. Or some concepts, I will study this many concepts in one session, and in 8 sessions this many concepts I will study. You have to plan like that, and you have to start and study. Okay, that means fix achievable targets. Do not fix some magical targets. 20 page and 30 page per hour is not possible. That is something magical target. So do not fix that magical targets. Fix which is realistic target. 2 or 3 pages is a realistic target which is achievable. You actually fix realistic and achievable targets which is possible by you. That you have to fix. Do not try something and all. Okay, and the next is, you have to develop curiosity before reading. You have to develop curiosity before reading. You may ask, sir, what is curiosity? Why we are curious only? Why we want to actually develop curiosity? You may ask like that. See, I will explain this one. See, when we see movies, okay, let's say we are actually seeing some movie for 3 hours. It will pass like that only. No, we will not get disturbed only. We will go to some movie theater. Aram se we can see for 3 hours. Let's say we are watching some cricket, okay, innings we are watching. We will continuously watch now for hours together, but why it is not possible to do studies? Cricket is okay, some innings is going on, we will study for a day. From morning till evening, we will sit and study, we will sit and see the cricket. But what about studies? Okay, see, seeing cricket is enjoyable, but in studies, concepts are there. We have to apply our mind to understand the concept and remember things. In cricket, it is not like that. Okay, that is the reason there should be some kind of curiosity. In cricket, we have curiosity, no? In cricket, we will actually be having, oh, who will win? Okay, in this over, this much run he will score. Okay, this many wickets that bowler will take. Some curiosity we will be having. That is the reason we will see the cricket from morning till evening. And same in movies. In movies also, they will create curiosity. You see this thriller movie and all there, no? They will create some curiosity. That is the reason you will sit in the theater and you will see. If there is no curiosity, you will not see complete movie. You might have seen some people, know, when they go to movie, they don't find interested. Half of the movie only they will come back because curiosity they will not be having. Okay, so you have to develop curiosity before learning. Okay, see, you may ask us, sir, how to develop curiosity. See, you are not studying for 3 hours not to develop curiosity. You are studying for some 8 or 10 hours. That is the reason you should have some kind of curiosity to study for 8 or 10 hours. From morning till evening you want to study means you should be having some curiosity. Sir, how to develop? You take some question bank. Okay, or you actually see the questions back of the chapter. Every chapter there will be question, no? Or you take some question bank, previous year question related to that chapter what you are studying. You just see the questions. Okay, you will get some curiosity. Oh, what is this one? Let's say you are actually studying some chapter like reflection. Okay, on reflection, some physics concept you are studying. Let us say, take an example. You just see what is lens formula. Some questions will be there. What is lens formula? Define lens formula. Define power of a lens. Something will be there. But you are not knowing that one. So your mind becomes curious to know that one. So once you actually see the question bank or question index, you just come to the chapter and you study, your mind will grasp very easily that. So it is curiosity. So you are interested to study that one because you have studied the question and the mind is actually asking the answer for that one. So the textbook will give answer there. So first you study the question, develop some curiosity, then you study the textbook so that you can actually understand more and you can study for longer hours. Okay, that is the technique. The next is uh, write small points while studying. This is very important. You have to write some small points while studying. Okay, I will explain why this one. See, let's say you have taken one textbook, NCERT textbook, any textbook you have taken, and you are starting page you are reading. So if you are not writing anything and just reading, there is a tendency that we actually daydreaming we will do. Okay, just after some 1 hour of study, we will be actually thinking something and all. Okay, we will be studying, but physically we will be there, but our mind is roaming somewhere and all. Okay, to minimize this one, what you have to do is, let's say you start with page number 1. After studying one para, you understood something, you just write something there. That means just rough idea you write in one page, in rough page. After that you can throw that page. Okay, just a rough idea you write. Okay, you are studying some refraction. Okay, refraction index you are studying. Let's say an example, refraction index. You just write some 3 to 4 points refraction index. You study there, and whatever ideas comes to in your mind, some 3 to 4 words, something you write here. Okay, then you can throw it off that paper. But just to understand that concept, writing is needed, so that actually it will not get bored and your mind will capture more information if you do this one. Read, write some points, read, write some points. After that, you can throw that page. Not needed. Okay, because you want to understand. No, this is one actually practice. You see, this practice have helped me, and I'm sure that it will help you also. Okay, I've actually practiced this one. Okay, so that is the reason I'm telling you people. Okay, read, make some small notes, read small notes, crispy notes, just okay, and you can throw that notes later. Do not spend too much time on that one, making notes and all. Just write something randomly, what you have studied, what you have understood, and you can throw that page. Do not spend time on writing too much. Okay, this is one technique. Write small points while studying for first time. This is important. For first time you do that one, and after first time, second, third, fourth time and all, you do not actually write that one and all, because once you have understood the concept, it is not required to write again and throw the paper. Okay, once you have done that practice, second, third, fourth reading and all, you just read the content, no need to write. Okay, that is the reason I have written here. Write small points while studying for first time, not for second or third time. Second or third time, it is revision. Okay, you have underlined, no? Okay, while reading, you underline some key points, so that while revising, you can actually revise very well. Okay, see, revision I will actually speak in the next video. In the next video, I will tell about revision. In this video, we will stick to only how to study for longer hours. Next video, you see, revision class will come. Okay, and the next point is, take small regular breaks between study session. Okay, some 40 minutes one session you can actually plan, or you can actually plan for 1 hour. Okay, see, if you ask me, just plan for 1 hour. Okay, see, let's say you are studying for some 8 hours per day, na? If you're studying for 8 hours per day, I'll write here 8 hours per day. If you're studying, you divide some 1 hour, 1 hour into 8 session. Okay, 8 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, like that, 8 sessions I will study. Like that, you have to actually plan. There are reasons why. Because our interest level, no, it will drop after 40 minutes. Generally, our interest level, generally it drops after 40 minutes. Okay, if you continue studying after 40 minutes, we will get sleep, or we will be studying, but our mind will be roaming somewhere and all. Okay, that is the reason. You can actually fix 1 hour, 40 or 40 minutes, or 1 hour you can fix. Okay, 1 hour you study. After 1 hour, 5 minutes break you take. 5 or 10 minutes break you take. Okay, what kind of break? You have to get up from where you are studying. Okay, you are studying in some study table, let us say. Get up from the study table after 1 hour. Go, have some water. If you want, have some water. Go to bathroom, or you can go outside. Please do not touch mobile phone. Okay, in study session, please ever do not touch this mobile phone, because you will get distracted. After 1 hour, if you go and check your mobile, some message will come and you will read, and you will actually waste time there itself. It will engage. Please do not actually check mobile in between study sessions. You can check later after study session. Between study sessions, I do not recommend you to check that mobile. You keep away that mobile while you study. Okay, this is one technique. If you are studying some online material, then mobile is needed to see the classes. But apart from seeing the classes, you do not do any other activity like checking Instagram, something at all you are doing. You don't do that one. Okay, after study session, you can actually do if you want, but between study sessions, I do not recommend you to actually keep mobile with you. Okay, if you are studying online, okay, then it's okay, but other than online class, you should not do anything else in that mobile while studying. Okay, that one. And after 1 hour, you take some break, have some water, or you can actually go out. Okay, if you're thirsty, have some water. Otherwise, unnecessary, you don't drink water. Okay, if you want, you drink. Otherwise, no needed. Go outside, see some birds come. Okay, like that. Okay, it should not exceed 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. You go talk with your parents, just okay, small talk, and come, like that. Don't engage. Come back and study. Another 1 hour you study. After another 1 hour, you go another break you take. You just go roam in home. Just roam here and there within home, and you come back and study. Okay, but you should be very careful that you should not actually waste too much time after 1 hour. Usually what happens means, after 1 hour, students will take break where they tend to waste time too much. After 1 hour, they will go half an hour somewhere. And after half an hour, they will forget to study only. Because they will be engaged in some other activity. That should not happen. After 1 hour, just 5 or 10 minutes at the max break you have to take, you have to come back. Do not engage in somewhere else. After your study session, you can actually do other activities. But before and within study session, you should not waste too much time. After 1 hour, 5 to 10 minutes is the maximum. Come back, study. Don't engage somewhere at all. After 8 hours per day study, you go have some chats, pani puri, whatever you want. But within that study sessions, please do not get engaged somewhere at all. Don't take mobile, don't see mobile, don't see YouTube and all between study sessions. After study sessions, it is your choice. Okay? Between study sessions, go walk within home, talk with parents 2 or 3 minutes talk. Okay? Do some exercise if you want. Go to restroom if you want, like that. Okay, any activity 5 to 10 minutes you can do. Okay, that will actually increase the engagement of study. Okay, see, you may ask, sir, why only one hour we have to study? I will study for 2 hours, you may ask. See, if you study for 2 hours, your mind will wander somewhere and all. Okay, concentration problem will come. Okay, that is the reason I recommend only 1 hour of study, 40 minutes or 1 hour of study. After 1 hour, take break so that your concentration will not drop. If you continue studying 1 or 2 hours, 3 hours and all, your concentration level drops. So I recommend take breaks, regular breaks after 1 hour. Okay, that should be very much clear. The next, if possible, combine different subjects in one day. Okay, if possible, combine different subjects in one day. That means, let's say you are studying for class 10 exam. Okay, class 10 board exam you are studying, and you are taking only mathematics. Okay, from morning till mathematics you are taking. See, that will actually become very much somewhat you will become very much saturated. Okay, so to minimize that one, what I recommend is, if you are having time from morning till evening to study, do not study only one subject like mathematics, what I have told. Okay, or any other subject. Do not study only science from morning till evening, or not only physics. You combine, no, you combine mathematics. Morning you study, evening you study social science. Morning you can study biology, evening you can study chemistry. Or you can actually combine 3 subjects. Morning you can study biology, afternoon you can study physics, evening you can study some chemistry. Okay, like that. 2 or 3 subjects you combine and study. That will be more engaging. You will not get bored. You will not get saturated. Okay, so interest level will keep. So you have to practice this one. Okay, you have to combine subjects. What I mean is, okay, if you don't want to combine subjects, it's up to you, it's okay. But if you combine subjects, interest level will maintain, the concentration will be maintained. That is the reason I'm telling this one. Okay, the next is, keep a track on your study habits. Okay, to motivate yourself to continue studying for longer hours on a regular basis. Okay, see, I'll explain this one. See, once you have developed the habit of studying 8 or 10 hours per day during exam time, that should not break in the middle. In the starting days, it's okay. Starting 15 days, it takes time to study for 8 or 10 hours. I told, no, starting 3 hours, then you increase to 4 hours, 5 hours. Gradually you increase, and within 15 days it will actually happen some 8 or 10 hours. And after setting that 8 or 10 hours, you should not actually break that in the middle, because you want to crack that exam, no, so you should not break that in the middle. So what you have to do is, you have to track your progress. You have to actually write yourself today. Okay, today the date. Okay, today I have studied 10 hours per day. You have to write in one paper, and the next day put one date, and you write, today also I have studied some 9 hours or 10 hours, like that. If you actually keep one paper with you and write that your progress, that means today, okay, 10 hours I have studied, tomorrow 10 hours, okay, day after tomorrow 8 hours, then fourth day 10 hours. If you study, if you write that one, that is a motivation, that will keep motivation. You will think that, okay, come on, I have studied yesterday 8 hours. Come on, I have studied today 8 hours. Let me study tomorrow also 8 hours. Like that, our mind tells. So that is the reason you have to actually keep your this study habits. You keep a track of your study habits until the exam finishes. After the exam finishes, it's okay. Okay. Until the exam, we have to study. After the exam, who is telling you to study for 10 hours or 8 hours? After the exams, actually, if you want, you can actually keep studying for 2 or 3 hours after the exam if you want. Okay, no need to actually study after exam also. See, one thing what happened me is when I was actually studying for this class 10 exam, I used to study for this 8 or 10 hours per day during exam days, and just after the exam the habit is continuing. Okay, I'm still studying for it is not going. Okay, but the exam happened, the exam completed today. Let us say the exam completed today. Today also I'm sitting at the night and I'm studying for some okay hours. Tomorrow I'm get upping. Tomorrow also I'm studying. Okay, actually that habit, no, some 3 or 4 days it took me to actually come to the normal stage. Okay, that will happen because we are setting our mind and body to 8 hours or 10 hours per day studying habit. No, once the exam finishes, it will take some 2 or 3 or 4 days to come to the normal pace of 3 hours or 2 hours per day. Okay, so that will happen. Okay, after the exams you can actually come down, but till the exam 8 or 10 hours per day, that momentum should be maintained. So you have to keep a track on that one. Okay, that's it guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope I have actually helped you people to know how to study for longer hours. Okay, in the next video I will tell how to do revision. See, studies everybody will do, but revision, there are some techniques how to revise. Okay, that techniques I will actually tell in the next video. Okay, that's it guys, thanks for watching, and let's meet with the awesome content in the next video. Until then, goodbye.